Hey, it's me, Krim. Now I bet you weren't expecting me to be making a YouTube video. I didn't really expect to be making one myself either. But here I am, making a YouTube video. Why? Because of outside reasons. Touhou 17.5, Submerged Hell of Sunken Sorrow. The latest game in the series, and I want to review it. Well, I mean, review the demo. The game isn't out yet. But I think it deserves as much attention as it can get, because we have ourselves a whole new genre to play with. That's right, baby! This is no bullet hell. This is no fighting game. This is no... whatever this is supposed to be. What genre is this game? I don't know. Really? Like, is it an action platformer? A single-player beat-em-up? Maybe... I'm sorry! I don't know! I don't know how to classify this. But that's besides the point. Let's just take a look at the game, shall we? First, let's take a look at the control. And so we're starting with Reimu. So the first thing that you should know about this game is that it is weird. Like, really weird. Even if you think that you might know what's going on just by looking at this, you're wrong. How weird is this game? There's no jumping at all. So you're telling me that I have this whole D-pad and these 3 whole buttons and none of them are jump? Nope! The only way to ascend is with air dashing. Now this isn't a new concept entirely. Hishi Tensoku had that too, but in that game you could at least still jump. Anyway, pressing this button with any direction lets you dash there. This button is the main attack button. Just like the fighters, you have different directional attacks using the D-pad. And this button lets you collect water. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable story explanation for this. You know, if I could actually read it. Damn you stupid American computer! But collecting water is one of this game's unique gimmicks. You know, because every Touhou game needs one. You see there on the left side of the screen is a water meter. And water comes out of everything. Even mushrooms. And water does seem to be a big theme with this whole game. Now that I think about it, you better keep this away from IGN. And when you collect enough water, you can unleash it back out as a deadly spell card attack. You know, I always kind of thought it sounded like Reimu was saying Missile Ahoy. This doesn't really have anything to do with anything, I just thought I'd just mention it. Now I have this image of Pirate Reimu saying Missile Ahoy. Alright, so, you know, you're getting used to the controls, dashing around, beating up bosses, having a blast, but then you try Marissa. Oh, just when you thought that you had this game figured out, and you're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's a little different, but I can get used to this. Marissa comes! And she's like, hey, do you want to relearn how to play the entire game from the ground up? So Marissa, the A button for some reason is the primary attack button? You know, the A button, but was solely used for movement. Oh, and it still moves you alright. But I'm just like, what? Also pressing the A button in the air, you get Rocket Broom. Best game, 10 out of 10. And what used to be the attack button is now used for projectiles. Lots and lots of projectiles. So now, what used to be the dash button is attack, and what used to be attack is now a secondary attack. I mean, this isn't bad per se, it's just super difficult to get used to, and you're just not expecting this at all. You'd think there'd be some sort of consistency between the 2 playable characters, but I guess not. But overall, what do I think is good about this game? Well, first off, the art and presentation is great. The music, the UI, the sound effects, and I've gotta say, I am digging this new art style. Look at those thick lines. Definitely not biased here. Also, everyone is Sonic. No, literally. Everyone is Sonic. Look, Reimu is Sonic, Marissa is Sonic, so is Yamame, Yugi? Why is everyone Sonic? All jokes aside, the combat is pretty fun when you get used to it. There's so many different moves and combos to pull off. There's so much room to express yourself as a player. It almost feels like a fighting game. Another strength, the way you fight the bosses is pretty incredible. I forgot to mention this earlier, but the primary way to evade all these attacks is to attack yourself. Really, every attack you do makes you dodge all the stuff the boss throws at you. And it's this single design choice is what I believe makes this game amazing. Because you're not just attacking to deal damage, you're attacking to avoid damage yourself. And so it funnels you into this hyper-aggressive playstyle, constantly attacking, never letting the boss breathe, constantly approaching and rushing him down. And frankly, playing this way is really exhilarating. And this is all still just a demo. I can't wait to see what this full game is like. So yeah, play this game. I think it's really good. And you will probably struggle quite a bit when you first try. I'm not gonna deny that. But I wouldn't really call this game hard. It's just different, since it changes up so many gaming conventions that you're used to. Kinda like Dark Souls. Oh shoot, what have I done? Hey, it's me again. I just really want to thank you for watching this little experiment of mine. Hopefully it was funny and not cringy. That's been my biggest worry. And in case you were wondering, yes, this really was a school project. Shout out to my audiovisual software packages professor for suggesting that I make a game review. This has been really fun and I am very grateful for that. Will I be making more of these in the future? I don't really know. I guess it all depends on if this one is well received or not. I had a really fun time editing. I've never really done anything like this before. But yeah, thank you.